So did you know male guinea pigs are aggressive, they never get along with other guinea pigs, and you should only ever get females? You're actually mistaken there. I've done my research on Google, I'll have you know. Well, that's the thing. Not everything you read is correct. What are you, like some kind of guinea pig whisperer? Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to have a look at the in-depth differences between male and female guinea pigs. The ones that actually matter to us owners. So there is a lot of contradictory advice and just wrong advice on the internet. So hopefully we are going to dispel some myths along the way. And we're going to cover some of the basics, differences in their social life, whether that's with us humans or other guinea pigs, differences in care requirements, and some health problems that you might want to be aware of. Okay, so we'll get started with some of the basics, and that's that male guinea pigs are called boars and female guinea pigs are called sows. In general, male guinea pigs tend to be larger and heavier than females, but individuals vary and there can be exceptions to this rule. Now, in terms of anatomy, adult male guinea pigs are quite obviously male. Let's just say they've got generous plums down below. So obviously females are lacking that, and this is when they're adults. When they're very young, telling the difference between male and female guinea pigs can be difficult, and this leads to one of the most common mistakes that pet shops make, and that is missexing guinea pigs. So you might go to the pet shop and think you're getting female guinea pigs, and at a later date you work out they are boys, or vice versa. Next up, we've got differences in their personality and how they interact with us owners. A lot of people do seem to say that male guinea pigs are more friendly, easier to tame, and less scared of humans than female guinea pigs. And I can see that difference in my piggies now. So I have Pedro, the male, and then 3 female piggies. And Pedro does seem that little bit more friendly, and he's always the first one to come up to the front of the cage and say hello. When we're out for floor time, he will happily wander around. He's not afraid at all, whereas the girls are a little bit more wary in that kind of situation. And I think what it comes down to is the fact that males are that little bit bigger, they tend to be a little bit more territorial, so I don't think their prey instincts are quite as strong as females. Moving on, let's have a look at the differences with other guinea pigs. So I just want to dispel a common myth right now, and that's that male guinea pigs can get along with other guinea pigs. It's said a lot that male guinea pigs are aggressive and they need to live alone, and that is just not true. If you've bonded a pair of same-sex guinea pigs from a young age, say 2 females or 2 males, the chances of them getting along are pretty much equal. So pairs of boars can definitely work, but 3 or more males can be a little bit more tricky and are less likely to work than groups of 3 or more females. But basically, please don't believe that male guinea pigs are too aggressive to live with other guinea pigs. This common myth has actually led to a problem in the guinea pig world, in that there is such an over demand of females versus males. So there are lots of male guinea pigs in rescues who struggle to find homes because they're always overlooked because everyone thinks they want girls. And breeders can have a similar problem in that if they have lots of baby boys, it can be difficult for them to find homes for them versus girls who are pretty much guaranteed to find a home straight away. Okay, next up, I want to take a look at some specific behaviours and how they might differ between males and females. First up, we've got rumble strutting, which is a sort of low rumble noise, and they often waggle their bodies from side to side. Usually males do this a bit more than females because it's a way that they show their dominance. However, females definitely still do it, especially when they come into heat, which is every 3 or 4 weeks or so. Along with rumble strutting, you often get humping things. So males do tend to do this more than females, but females, again, will do it when they're in heat. As we've sort of said, male guinea pigs can be a little bit more feisty than females, but it doesn't mean that they're being aggressive. It's just their normal is a little bit more lively than females, if that makes any sense. And this is especially in younger males where they might have more dominance battles with each other. As they get older, they don't care about the hierarchy as much. Male guinea pigs settle down and they just become super sweet old men. Next up is differences in their care requirements. And a rule for male guinea pigs is that they generally need a larger cage size than females. And a question that people often wonder is, are boys messier than girls? And in general, yes, slightly, but not enough to really make a difference in how you care for them. And this leads to another question, which is, are boars smellier? And I can 100% say that I don't think males are any more smelly than females. Some people might disagree, but I think if you're cleaning on a regular basis, then no guinea pigs should smell. And while we're in this area, some people do clean around their males' bits. And there are videos on YouTube where you can see how this is done. I don't think it should put you off having male guinea pigs, and a lot of people don't do this and they never have any problems with their males. So whether it's actually necessary or not, I think will depend on the individual guinea pig. Next up, let's look at some of the health problems that can be specific to male or female guinea pigs. And the first one is something that you might have heard of or read about, and that is impaction in male guinea pigs. So this is a condition that can happen in unneutered males as they get older. And basically they get a build-up of poops down below because their muscles are not as good at pushing those poops out. And this condition means that they need a little bit of help from their owners to clear out the bunged up poops. Now I know this sounds absolutely disgusting, and yes, it might need doing on a daily basis, but no, it doesn't always happen to all male guinea pigs, and it's normally only in older guinea pigs. I have heard from others with males that do have impaction that helping them out just becomes part of their normal routine. And yes, it can seem a bit gross at first, but it is a completely manageable condition that doesn't otherwise affect their health. And that's the key thing really, because some health conditions that females get can impact their health. And the main one of these is ovarian cysts. Ovarian cysts are extremely common in female guinea pigs. Up to 80% of girl guinea pigs can get them over 1 year old. And the symptoms and types of cysts do vary. The worst case scenario is very fast growing cysts that need operating on as a matter of an emergency. More commonly, it can be slow growing cysts that you need to monitor and make sure your female piggy isn't in any pain and it's not affecting them too much. So the common symptoms include losing weight, experiencing pain, and having hair loss. At the moment, Lyra has ovarian cysts and we are just keeping an eye on her weight and making sure she's not in any pain. And as you can see, she does have quite pronounced hair loss, and it can be upsetting and worrying for me to think if she's in pain. But she does seem to have a good quality of life. She's very active, she eats a lot, and going through surgery at her age of 6.5 just isn't an option. So it's something that Lyra is going to live with, and we will keep a close eye on her. One last health problem that I want to talk about is bladder stones. So this can be relatively common in guinea pigs, and it's where they get a buildup of calcium that results in stones forming in their bladder. Now, male guinea pigs can have a harder time with bladder stones than females simply because their urethra is much smaller and narrower, and they can find it more difficult to pass stones and are more likely to need operating on. The good thing about stones though is that they are less likely than other health conditions, and you can reduce the chances of them happening through controlling the amount of calcium in your guinea pig's diet. I think the main thing to take away is that there are good and bad sides to owning both males and female guinea pigs. So when you're making your decision, take everything into account and don't let one specific thing put you few off either males or females. And if you're not bothered either way, then maybe go for boys. As I said, there is such a problem at the moment with lots of boys getting overlooked in rescues, so why not buck the trend and get boars? As always, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Bye bye!